Hey guys, it's another video again, and today I'm going to be focusing on the jumping physics of slime blocks. That's it. And for those of you that don't know, slime blocks have new amazing capabilities. They can make you super jump. In fact, they can make every single entity in the game jump, except for falling sand entities, or if there's a way to make falling sand entities jump, I have not figured out how yet. But so anyway, I'll just start with jump heights of different things. So the player. So the player, there's already been tons of elevators made off of this concept right here. The player jumps 5 blocks high compared to the last slime block, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The slime block would be moved to here, so I guess you could say that's either 4 or 5, but basically I'm going to be numbering my things based on how high the slime block is to start with. So that's 5 blocks. So the initial start to the end without the thing moving. That's how high I'm basing it off of. Minecarts jump 7 blocks, and I have set up a couple of little things about it. I'll just show that later. Items, they jump 11 blocks, so I know, it's crazy, right? Items jump now, but if I see those things right in there, it goes up to this torch. That means that this was being powered, and it was powering these three lights. So that was the last one that was being powered. Another thing that jumps is anvils. Boing. And they're not affected by the blocks around them, I believe. At least so far from all of my tests, they don't get affected by any of the blocks around them. And another interesting thing that I was looking at is water streams. So, also, I think this was a glitch in the last one, 14W18A, but for some reason items despawned in like 2 minutes. It was really weird. I think that might be a glitch, but okay. So this is a normal jump for an item. That high, 11 blocks, is pretty good. Now I put it in an entire water stream, and 11 blocks high is 1 block above that glass thing, and I just wanted to show you how high it jumped. It basically jumps 9 blocks high, which is really cool. So 9, but from my tests, I've determined that it jumps 9 blocks high when it's in full water, which is kind of cool, only 2 less. So that being said, it doesn't affect it at all how much how high an item jumps, even if there's water on it. So I had this little setup right here, and I just threw items in, and each one of them has a different layer of water. So like that one has the lowest layer of water you can get, second lowest, third lowest, fourth lowest, fifth lowest, etc. And they all jump the same height. Another kind of interesting thing to note is that the entities are calculated kind of strangely, but when it goes up, it will land right here, even though it's not being touched by anything, because it still thinks that it's in the water stream when it's for about 3/4 of its upward path. So when it comes back down, it doesn't move, but when it's going up, it does. I thought that was kind of interesting. So if you have a water stream like that, will always land like slightly further. And it's random how far they land in that block, but yeah, so there's no effect on how high it is, if anything up to 1 block, how high the item jumps. Another really cool thing is you can make infinitely fast item elevators now. These can't see, as opposed to any kind of, well, not like infinitely fast, but they can handle as many items as possible, and with only a 2-tick waiting time. So I just have this right here and this little setup, and no matter how many items I throw in, it will be able to push all of them up into this water stream right here, and it will work consistently, which I thought was really cool, because even it doesn't even the items. It's better if you have the water stream because it basically makes it so the items are more stable in their upward path. But it's really cool because you don't even need this water stream, even if they're on this block right here, like the edge of this block right there. They will still redstone block. They will still get power. They will still be pushed into this water stream and go that way. And this is using the maximum height of the item, or actually it's just one lower, so that's how high items go right there. So just make it one block lower and we'll consistently move items, basically no matter what. So if you want a really basic, so I didn't even have a water stream there that was pushing it, and it still went over here. I think it might have been in here. I don't know. It went somewhere. But, oh, it didn't work like that. Oh, that's because I had a bud switch. Okay, whatever. But I guess I'll show that. Okay, so. Why is it doing that? That's weird. Are you guys seeing that? That's really weird. Okay, I guess I'll change this to... That is so weird. Why is it doing that? Oh, because of that block. Okay, so basically, yeah, you get the point, whatever. So anyway, that being said, I want to move on. So, anvils. Anvil elevators have not been created very well, but I made a stackable, survival-friendly anvil elevator thing. So, this is your little platform. Oh no, I just broke my anvil that was right here. You can pretty this up because it's pretty compact. And you would just have to hit a button right there, wire it to a input down here. And basically all this is a monostable circuit. And this thing, whatever, the slide block triggers 2 ticks late after this. So if I guess I'll make a full tutorial of that later. But I just want to show the idea of it. So this would be your input. Okay, well I already had an anvil there, so of course that didn't work. But so yeah, you have your new anvil right there, and it almost never takes damage, which is really cool. So just to show you one more time. Okay, that time it took damage because I'm recording, but it barely ever takes damage based on my test. So I was gonna set up a bigger one of those. And minecarts. Now I have set up this little thing. Minecarts can jump 7 blocks high, and this is the only way I could really figure out how to have a consistent minecart track type thing. So you push it up, it goes into that block, goes onto the slime box, and then gets pushed up. And when it's moving at max speed, since this is max speed now that they changed it back, it only needs to go 4 ticks later when it's 3 blocks away. And that will basically make it so that it will just consistently work like this. And when you push it onto a track, it can be going any of the 3 directions, and it won't matter, and it will go as long as there's a block behind it and it's powered. If it's going this way, it will also work because the block gets, you don't need a block right there. If the block, it basically gets pushed via the block. And it is tileable, but you just have to push it 1 more forward, otherwise well, I think, okay, let me just check this. So it will work like this, but you have double triggering pistons, so if you don't want double triggering pistons, you just move it 1 more forward. I'll do tutorials on all this stuff. This was when I was first messing around with them. originally setting up, trying to design an elevator, and I set up this thing, which is kind of cool. It's just a piston elevator type thing, but it's way too big for it to be practical. But that concept of being able to push an item or push a block without needing another piston there is pretty cool, since that's part of the new physics. And that's all I have time for. Thank you for watching. See ya. Oh, and also leave a comment if you want me to do a survival series on a multiplayer server or do some crazy stuff on a single player server. Thank you for watching.